but this is my neighbor Roy, which he's been on with cousin Eddie out of who's out of Chicagoland area. Now, of course, Roy lives here in Nashville with me, my neighbor here in the Nashville area. Remember, he was the big Ravens fan, and then Roy was the Steelers fan. We brought him on, we had a lot of fun. Well, his younger brother, Alan Norflick. Now, let me make sure and get his stats right. Alan, you have to bear with me, folks. Went to Perspective Leadership, but transferred after COVID to Epic Academy. This is out of the Chicagoland area. Plays point guard, 5'10", average. This is, and I believe if you look up, and I'll plug his YouTube page here in just a minute. 29 points per game, 5 assists, 4 rebounds, 2 steals. That's the part I like, 2 steals. Man, you got to play that defense here. Let me go ahead and get the crowd ready because these guys going to need a standing ovation if I can get my sound effect here. Hey, guys, hold on. Let me bring it in. Man, you're going to be hearing a lot of that, Alan. You stay on the right track, buddy. Hey, can you guys hear me, Roy?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, great, man. That is good stuff. I was just going over how the NBA is constantly firing these coaches here.
Yeah,
Mike Malone got fired from the Nuggets.
Wow.
Okay, so Alan, now you changed schools here and everything, but let's go back to the very beginning. How long have you been playing the game of basketball, man? Now you're 19 now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just speak into the mic as much as you can.
Yeah, you gotta get in. Yeah, I'm 19 now.
Okay. How long have you been playing basketball? When did you first pick up a basketball?
I first picked up a basketball in like 3rd grade. I started off playing football first.
Okay.
But I ended up getting hurt, and when I got to high school, that's when I started taking basketball serious for real.
Okay. Can you speak up a little closer to that mic, man? I can't hardly hear you, brother.
I was a football player first, so I ended up getting hurt. So when I got to high school, that's when I started taking basketball serious for real.
I'm like you, man. I didn't really like to get. I love to talk football. Man, I did not like to get. I did not like to get hit, man. You know, you got some very impressive stats there, buddy. I'll tell you that's good stuff right there. I was thinking about Chicagoland, and you know a lot of the great Dwayne Wade, Isaiah Thomas, Derrick Rose. That's just to name a few. Who do you model your game after that's currently in the NBA, or just of the past per se?
Currently in the NBA, I'll say Darius Garland. A lot of people, like when I travel or playing for teams, a lot of people compare me to him.
Who, say that again?
Darius Garland.
Darius Garland from the Cleveland Cavaliers. Yeah, he also went to school here in Nashville at Vanderbilt University.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, I like that, man. They may make a run this year.
Yeah.
Who do you follow in the NBA? Do you follow the Cavs?
Yeah, I do. I actually do follow the Cavs.
Wow. You threw me off there. I was thought you was gonna say, I don't know, Steph Curry or Jaylen Brown or one of those guys or LeBron or that's pretty interesting stuff there. How long have you been playing organized basketball, Alan?
Organized basketball since 3rd grade.
Oh, 3rd grade organized also?
Yeah, since 3rd grade.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's nice right there.
Man, that's really cool.
What was that 3rd grade school? What was the name of that school? Nino's Heroes. Nino's Heroes.
That's out of Chicagoland as well?
Yeah, it's a small school, but we end up winning the championship. Like, we end up making the school, the class that I was with, we end up making the school big.
Okay. Now, have you played Uncle Roy in a one-on-one game lately?
Nah, I haven't.
That'll be Thanksgiving. That'll be on Thanksgiving.
Oh, y'all just gonna play horse or something, Roy?
Well, the family, we got a tradition. The family, all the guys, we hook up at Auntie's house in Florida, and then my other cousin, he got four boys. Then it's me, and last year it was his older brother, but this year coming it's going to be Alan. We're gonna see what he got on the court. The Florida courts are a little hotter
It is.
in temperature.
It is,
so,
man. I
yeah.
tell you, man. I tell you, this is fun stuff here. Now, so are you in? Is that your current school now? Is this a community college? Or are you still in high school? What's your situation, Alan?
So I set out this year to finish my last year at AAU.
AAU?
Yeah.
Okay.
Speak a little-
You know, I was just finishing watching the national championship game between Florida and Houston, guys, and they're just not a dead moment in there. I don't know if you know this, Roy. The ratings for the college game for this tournament have been the highest since 1993. That was the year. I don't know Roy, if you follow college basketball, but that was the year that Chris Webber had that phantom timeout that cost them the game against North Carolina.
Wow.
Yeah.
Chris Webber, I hadn't heard his name in a while. But
I say all that, Alan, to say that the game is so good because these young men are getting NIL money now, and they're transferring from mid-major schools. One of the best players for Tennessee, point guard, and I can't call his name off the top of my head, but he's about your height, man. 5'9". Tennessee made it to the Elite Eight. There's guys are making money staying in college and not going to this G League. Your marketing level's going up. Your skills are getting better. The coaching's better in the college game. I hope that. What is your goal going forward? Who would you like to play for, per se?
I don't specifically know who I like to play for, but I know for sure that I want to play D1.
You do want to play college ball?
Yeah.
D1.
Oh. D1?
Yeah.
Yeah, and see that's the right attitude, man. You know, you could start off at going, and not to be preachy, but you could start off and go into like I don't know what your grade situation's like. I got a college degree, but I had to take those remedial classes to get into Austin Peay. I had to take a bunch of them, even if you had to go to a community college somewhere and then transfer to a mid-major, Loyola. I'm just throwing off a wild school. Some school you never heard of.
Yeah.
What's it? St. Mary's. Is that in Chicago area?
Yeah, St. Mary's. Is that? No, that's St. Martin's. I was thinking of. St.
Okay.
Mary's. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I ain't sure.
I thought they were in Chicago. It's a Catholic school. They won some, but like if you transferred there and balled out like you are, 29 points, man, that's off the hook. And I like the fact you got some steals too.
Oh yeah.
Then you could transfer to make potentially several $100,000 to a few $1 million, transfer into like a Tennessee or Kentucky or an Alabama or maybe a University of Houston, playing the great Calvin Sampson. Even if the point is, there's guys 23, 24 years old in college that are going to the pros late. Now, of course, you may get to, your game may take off and you can go after a year or two, but don't feel bad. And you're not going to be broke while you're in college. It's changed so much just these last 5 years out,
Oh yeah.
But so you said you want to emulate Darius Garland. So where do you see yourself in the next 5 years, man?
Where do I see myself in the next 5 years? In the next 5 years, That's a hard question.
Yeah, you'll be 24 then.
He's still playing. I mean, that's
Yeah,
when
now's
you're
the
coming
time,
into your
so-
athletic.
Yeah,
Definitely still playing.
yeah.
Yeah.
So where you see yourself?
Do you have a team in mind? You got to have that vision board, man.
So where you going this month?
Oh,
So starting off this month, he got called out to Oklahoma.
yeah, I got called
For
up to
trial,
Oklahoma.
University of Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Man, that's awesome.
I'm gonna be down there meeting the coaches.
What is it, a training camp or?
It's a training. It's like a recruiting camp. Yeah, training recruiting camp. I'm gonna meet the coaches, have dinner with the coaches, and then we're gonna be in a resort for a week.
Dang.
Mm-hmm.
So you're already doing big things.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That's really good, man. You might not have to go mid-major route, sounds like. You know?
Yeah. So you're there for 2 weeks or 1 week?
1
or-
week.
1 week?
Yeah, 1 week.
Huh. Okay.
You know what?
You got the coach name or is just a staff that?
It was
The recruiter?
my trainer. He contacted my trainer and then. my
What's your trainer name?
Coach Brown.
So y'all have a trainer there?
My trainer
your
from
school?
Chicago.
Nice.
The recruiter contacted my trainer, and that's how I found out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know what? That's awesome, man. You know, just reading the tea leaves of what happened in the NBA with Coach Mike. You know, Mike Malone, who the Denver Nuggets, they won the championship 2 years ago, and he's talking about players not watching film in the press conference a few weeks ago, guys. And I thought to myself, he's lost his team after about 10 years. A lot of times coaches say they want to move on after 10 years because they kind of lose the team. But I tell you what, man, not to get so preachy on you, but if you commit to defense and say, if you tell these coaches and you show them that you want to be the best point guard in the world, the best two-way point guard, defense and offense, like Kawhi Leonard, right? Or Jaylen Brown type of player, you tell them that you're going to always have a job, man, and you actually commit to it. You know, some of the best players in the world that we've kind of forget about, they play great defense. You know, Kobe was a great defender. And Jordan, I don't know if a lot of people – now, I know Roy remembers it. You know, Jordan won Defensive Player of the Year.
Yep, I remember that.
In '88. Well, I'm just saying that because it just the league is not playing great defense. I mean, because it's not glamorous.
It's a
People
lot
talk
of
about money
offense.
stats.
A lot of offense, stars that they being stars by themselves, and it's not.
Right.
It's not gonna work because I don't make the team. You know, the team
Right.
makes the team, and so we need one of those strong team players with defense and offense at the same time. So
Yeah.
it's more than just scoring; it's stopping the other team from scoring as well.
I mean, that's why the Celtics are so good right now. You know, I mean, they really commit to that side of the ball, man, and that's how you separate yourself from the competition. You know, between that and just stuff I've read over the years, not having a bunch of kids by a bunch of different women. If you grew up like I did,
We talked about that.
and
Yeah.
don't smoke pot. Don't smoke. Travis Henry, he's a football player. Now they're size 6'8", 6'9". Yeah, they get away with it. But guys that rely on their speed, they don't smoke pot. They just don't. They have that regimen, you know, and they stay with. Typically, you're very successful players, even though they do slip up sometimes. LeBron's been with the same lady since high school. Look how successful he is. It's something that this is what the coaches will tell you. This is real talk here. And guys like Travis Henry, he's a football player, but he said, the worst thing I ever did was started smoking weed, man. Then he said that led to one thing to another. Now I've got a bunch of kids by a bunch of different women, and now everything is all jacked up.
It clouded his thoughts. It clouded
But
his thoughts.
it's a lot of temptation when you got that money, especially start getting that NIL money, It just
Yeah.
is what it is, you know. And I can tell you're balling out. Let me plug your for folks, and I'll give you guys a copy of this interview here. So you go? Do you go by AJ Allen?
Yeah, people do call me AJ.
Okay, so Allen's YouTube page, which has got more followers, subscribers than me. Congratulations, 445 subscribers. It's at AJ, folks. Capital A, capital J, FRM, DA. D is in Dallas. A is in Apple, CHI, folks. You put all that together, and I did it in the search, and your page comes up. And man, you out there balling, man. That's some good stuff right there.
Yes, sir.
I think
Yes,
you got
sir.
a great future if you keep on keeping on, and keep the good influences like Uncle Roy over there in the life there. Is there anything else you need to plug or anything while you're on here?
My Instagram. I got a basketball.
Oh yeah. Go ahead and plug your Instagram, man.
It's AJ2Swifty, capital A, capital J, 2 Swifty, capital X.
Okay, yeah. Instagram's really good with the younger. I've got to get on there. I've got a page, but it's like 50 something followers, and that's just I just not. And I know that a lot of the new younger folks are into Instagram. Roy, my guest a few weeks ago, Crochet Clatt, guys. She's a comedian here locally, and she's got a great Crochet So Funny Instagram. She does skits with her kids, 300 and something thousand subscribers. And people just love Instagram, man. I mean,
oh yeah,
I like the X app, and of course, TikTok's pretty good. But yeah, that Instagram, that's the thing, man. So
man.
y'all gonna play 1-on-1 on Thanksgiving?
Well, actually, it's not going to be 1-on-1. We always have teams. Our family big enough. We run a whole court. We'll run a full court and see if he got what it takes.
Is that going to be in Chicago? Or be here, Allen, or here, Roy?
What? Pardon?
Where would this game take place, Roy?
In Florida. It's a big old, nice, wide court in Florida, and it's hot, but. We run up.
So you won't have to worry about it being too cold.
Nah, it's not gonna be cold. It's gonna be hot.
What
I
part
got a
of
jumper
Florida?
Myself. That's why it's hot down there. It's gonna be hot. I want to see if he can, withstand what it takes. We're gonna put him in the pros right there.
All right.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
what part of Florida is this? Tampa?
Yes, it's gonna be Tampa, Florida.
Okay. I remember
There's
you
some
told me
ballers
you went
that we meet down there. Not only just family. It's a lot of people. Some college students come to exercise with us. They get in the game, and I'm 55, so I like getting my cardio in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ready for the Big 3 League, Roy?
Yeah.
Ice Cube 3-on-3 tournament.
Yes. Oh man. Yeah, but I'm excited that he's here. Get a peace of mind, clear his thoughts up. He can stay focused, and a good thing happened when his trainer called him to Oklahoma. So
I'm excited for you on that, man. When is all this supposed to take place?
I'll go down there April 18th.
Oh, that's a week from now.
Yeah. April 18th.
Well,
Yeah,
Roy,
it's
you
moving
got to
fast.
keep updated.
Oh yeah, I will.
You guys got to get some film of that game. Just a few cuts
Oh
there.
yeah, from the
Real.
We're gonna get plenty of that. I'm quite sure he's gonna get some.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, guys, I really appreciate you coming on. You've done it, and I'm
Appreciate
sorry I
being
could
here.
not download those highlights or whatnot. I had to get them in the MP4. I've tried to get them off that YouTube. Either way, I hopefully bring you back on, and we'll eventually find a way to get that, and we'll upload some of that. We'll definitely get you some clips from this interview, and I'll give you guys the full interview as well. So just so you can use this for your own use and whatnot. Just us talking, folks.
Yes.
Okay.
So
It's a pleasure chiming in with you, Robert. Always.
yeah, yeah. And by the way, Roy, thank you for always being. You know, your uncle is very supportive. He's tried to get me an agent for the Sports Scope. He's always he brought you on, brought his other cousin on. And how many you've talked to 2 or 3 people about me getting an agent, hadn't you, Roy?
Yes,
Downtown.
sir. I went to it was WME,
Yeah.
also Sony, and there was another
CCA or
one.
CAA or
Yeah,
something like that.
CAA, yep,
Yeah.
Creative Artists Industry.
No,
So
CCA, that's the jail. No, don't get that
yeah,
agency.
we don't
I
want
almost had that a
that.
few years ago.
Yeah. So yeah, Robert, Sports Scope. I like Sports Scope. It's to the point.
Yeah.
You got facts, and we got Concord Music next. I'm gonna
Okay.
be seeing a few agents.
I'm working
there.
on getting them follows up for you, Roy. I just wanted to thank you on the air, just like I thank you out in person, brother. That's good
Yes,
stuff,
sir.
man.
Yes, sir.
Much love, man. Roy's been my
Much
neighbor
love.
for
Thank you
almost 10
for
years.
inviting us to Sports Scope.
Hey, I'll bring you back. Hey, if there's a big update and a signing, you guys got to come back and talk about it.
Oh yeah, that's for sure, Robert. That's for sure. This is our home right here.
All right. Well, here's a standing ovation for the guys here. All right. Appreciate it, guys. And I'll be emailing you.